Oh, I don't have any pants on today either, so I have to be close.
Not important. I'm not going to ask you to get up.
You're what?
I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask him.
I got it.
I'm not going to ask him to get up.
I got it.
Okay.
Anyway. Hey, I told you I had some weird shit happen to me over the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, you said a lot of firsts. You had a lot of
I had
firsts.
a lot of firsts. I didn't tell you one of the big firsts. The one that I want to talk about is.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's unfucking believable. It's like a dream. It's bullshit, but it's like a dream. And I've never had any of these three things I'm going to tell you happen to me ever, especially one. And all I can tell you is this. Sometimes you do stuff happens to you in your life, and you don't know how it fits in, how it's going to be useful. Kind of like when you were in school taking algebra. Well, I'll just speak for myself. I thought to myself, what good is this going to do? I'm never going to use this.
And what happened? You grew up and you never used it.
But I think I did in certain ways. Anyway, so I just couldn't believe it. When you have been traumatized, if you've ever been traumatized, like my being traumatized 3 times I can remember. 1 was a car accident. Number 2 was my strokes. Number 3 was when I was getting ready for my first bodybuilding competition. To go out on stage was very traumatic for me.
Okay.
Did you say something, Charlie?
I said, I bet.
Oh, yeah. And even to the point where I didn't remember my routine.
God, that would be just, oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That being all said, I'm getting my hair cut down south because I go there once a month to get my hair cut by my Russian hairstylist, who's badass, Charlie. And so I'm in there getting the haircut, and all of a sudden, because LA is crazy down there. People are fucking nuts down there. And all of a sudden, a lady comes running by the shop, screaming and yelling. She's like in this fucking, I don't know what's wrong with her. She ran into where I was getting my hair cut, and her fucking water broke. She was pregnant. Her fucking water broke right beside me.
You sound mad.
Well, I was shocked. But here's what happened. All of a sudden, and this I must have gone back to, because I used to deliver cabs. I got in this really fucking calm mode, like I did when I had my stroke.
Your calm mode is
You've
scary.
seen it when my mom passed.
Yeah.
I got in this calm mode. This lady was hysterical, and nobody knew what to do. I put her in where the bowl where you get your hair washed, where they lean you back.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I put her in that bowl. I got her head, so she was back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you get the picture?
Yeah, I got it.
And there's 2 benches that were there that people sit on. I put her feet there, and I fucking delivered the baby.
You did?
I fucking delivered the baby. I used to deliver baby calves. I flashed back to that moment. I was loose.
No, the fuck you didn't.
I delivered the fucking baby.
How did you not tell me this on that day? How did you hold it in for this long?
It's been a bitch.
Oh
my! I fucking, because I watched my first wife. No, listen, I watched this. Fucking people were just like crazy. I watched my first wife have my babies, so I saw that, and then I delivered baby calves. I must have used that. I delivered the fucking baby.
Do you get your haircut? Do you finish your haircut after that?
Listen, but here's the part that I don't remember. Here's the part that I don't remember.
Oh my God.
Apparently, I sat the baby on the mom.
No.
On the belly. because they have the.
God, this is so hard to believe.
Their bonding
I
time.
know.
Their
I
bonding
don't
time?
believe you. I feel like you're about to say that this was a dream.
No, it's like a dream.
This seriously happened. You're not messing.
I put the baby on the belly because I've seen them do that obviously in shows.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the part that I don't remember. I bit the fucking umbilical cord with my teeth in half. I don't remember doing that. I don't fucking remember. They're going to do a story on me. Santa Monica it came out and did a story. They're doing a story on it.
Hey, Charlie.
Have you ever?
No.
Have you seen what a belly like that shit?
Have you seen? Yes.
Have you seen the belly?
I've had a baby.
It looks like calamari. You know that, right? It looks like calamari is squid. Can you believe that shit?
No, I don't believe this.
I couldn't either. I didn't remember that part of it. I'm getting like an award.
No.
I am. They came and did a story on me.
I do not believe this.
I know.
I have so many questions. One, did you get so after she had the baby, do you just go back into your seat and finish your haircut? Two,
the next day.
Do you remember? Oh, you went back the next day?
I was shook. Like after an accident, like an accident I've been in.
Why can I not believe this?
I don't know. After an accident,
1 in a billion chance of happening.
Wait, no, more of the fact of how did she have that baby so fast? You don't just freaking push a baby
I'm just
out.
kind of like moving.
Some people though, it's pretty fast. Yeah, she was
you guys couldn't
what was it, like an hour?
911 and then
they did call 911, but she was like
it just popped out.
It was going fast. Somebody had to do something. I swear, it was amazing.
It was going fast.
You ripped the pants off.
I did all that.
You ripped the pants?
I did the whole fucking thing. I didn't remember. I just don't remember biting off the goddamn umbilical cord. But I just
there's so many quotes we could take for his social media now. I don't remember biting off the umbilical cord. He said it was happening fast. Somebody had to do something.
It's true. It was
Are you being serious?
Listen,
if I find out you're lying on this podcast,
I'm telling you.
Was this a dream?
In my strokes, when I had my strokes, super calm, speaking Portuguese. But when all that shit was over is when I freaked out. When I got in my car accident, super calm, got on a plane, flew to LA. That night I heard 5 people dying behind me. I flipped out. It was that same situation.
I've never seen Leo's eyes look more serious, more truthful than I have right now.
No, it was unfucking big. And then, okay, on top of that,
wait. Because a salon didn't have scissors for you to cut the umbilical cord.
But I didn't think about that. I'm just telling you what just came natural to me. I bit that fucking shit.
Do you remember how it tastes?
It tastes like calamari because it looked like it. I'm assuming. You know what I mean? When you see something that kind of influences you. It was unbelievable, man. Okay, so that was
no, stop. We're not done talking about this. I want the whole breakdown.
Where was the dad at?
There is no dad. Single mom.
No dad. So you're basically.
I'm a fucking hero. I'm a fucking hero.
He said,
Santa Monica.
Okay.
I'm a fucking hero in Santa Monica.
Dude, there's so many quotable things in this podcast. I'm using all of them.
I am. It's crazy shit. I never knew that I was going to be a hero. That's a big thing. I saved somebody's life. Maybe 2 people.
He said, I never knew I was going to be a hero.
I never knew I was going to be a hero like that. I watched it on TV.
You're making my eye twitch way more now.
TV, like especially like these guys that serve, cops, military, they're like heroes. I'm like one of those people. That's the kind of status I got. Oh, think about it. It's 2
What's
lives.
her name?
Emelia. 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 Imelia.
Emilia?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
29 years old.
How fast did all this happen?
Well, it seemed like it's like this.
Like 5 minutes?
Yeah. It seemed
but
like
it was probably like 30 maybe.
Yeah, it's like half hour.
And she was screaming.
She was hysterical walking in.
No,
so
I mean
fucking
screaming when she's having the baby because
all
she wasn't
shit.
prepared for this to be doing all
that
natural.
Shit.
She didn't rip.
She had the baby. Okay, I'm just telling you, it was just it was a miracle in so many ways.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how my fucking weekend started. Wait
a minute. When she had the baby, how long did it take? Did it seem like the the fire department ambulance got there like right after?
No.
Wait.
No,
So
it was
when,
still
yeah,
a
when
while?
did they get there?
It's like a little bit after. It was like everything's slow. Their response time was slow. It was
Wow.
weird. It was just weird.
It's super crazy, man.
I know. What I told you.
Wait, you lied? Or did you just tell me everything else but that?
But that I told you about the
Because
other.
you already had a weird freaking weekend.
Yeah, Charlie, check this out. This is never. So anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I wanted Charlie to hear this.
What did
So-
Tina say?
She didn't believe me either.
They're gonna do a story.
I'm getting a story done. I'll let you know when it comes out.
How are you dressed?
You mean when I did this?
Yeah, when it happened.
Oh,
Were-
I was
Were
in
you
my
dressed in your casual Friday?
I was good thing. I was dressed in my I was dressed in my Jesus shoes with no socks.
My Jesus.
I know your Santa Monica
Bless-
casual Friday
Yeah,
wear.
that wear.
I know what wear that is.
It was good. I got
Yeah,
that
so
shit
you
all
were
over
like,
me.
you probably looked like a $1 billion rich man that just delivered this woman's child in a salon with a Russian.
It's like you
professional-
can't even write this stuff for a script. I know.
Oh my God, they're gonna make a movie out of you now.
Probably. It's crazy.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so what else happened to me, Charlie, was and this never happened to me either.
I'm still in shock.
She was too. I went and had lunch at this Italian place, and I've had it there before. It's a breakfast and lunch place. And what do you Charlie, what's wrong with her?
Oh, I was looking at you. I don't know. I
Oh
don't
my God, it's because I know the whole weekend already, and then you didn't tell me that, and now it's just all too much for me.
It was for me too. It was like a trifecta. So I go to this restaurant just to, like try to get through this kind of quick so you guys can talk. I go and the whole thing, the wait wasn't very long, which was surprising. A lot of people, I thought, oh, this is a good experience so far. I go to my table, and then that's when it all started happening. What the hell? Because I'm on a certain diet, so many calories, and my waiter that was waiting on me was basically a dumb shit. Didn't know, couldn't make anything happen for me. I said I'd like meatballs because they have it for dinner, but not for lunch, right? I just want the meatballs. I can't do that. I said I'll pay for the bread and I'll pay for the cheese. I just want the meatballs. I can't do that. We can't.
Why?
do that.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Yeah, he said he said,
Exactly, that's what was pissing Leo off.
yeah, exactly.
Well, wait.
It's like,
They
They don't do that until dinner. It was like one of these. He was a duck, had a duck mentality. He didn't have an eagle mentality, and neither did anybody else back there. They couldn't do that.
Okay.
It wasn't like I
So-
said. I don't want to pay extra for the
Yeah,
bread.
like I just want the meatballs.
I just want the fucking meatballs.
It
'Cause I
wasn't
wanna-
like spaghetti and meatballs. They just served meatballs, but it's a dinner item. You went at lunch and they were just like, "Sorry, sir, it's a dinner
Correct.
item."
Yeah, it's a dinner item.
What?
They could serve it on a sandwich, but they couldn't just take the fucking bread off.
Why don't you just order it and then just take the bread yourself?
I did,
Oh, okay.
but that pissed me off.
Yeah, yeah.
I was already in a bad mood.
Yes, okay, I gotcha.
It was just
Oh yeah, that's no. Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
he was being a dick. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
reason.
Coming from a ex-server.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
just like,
saying.
why
He
can't
was just being
I'm
a
paying
dick.
for it. Why can't I just have it my way?
Uh-huh.
It was like everything but my way.
Uh-huh. Wait, and this was the day after?
Yeah, this is the day after.
Okay.
The big
So that
thing.
was the only thing that happened on Friday that was exciting.
This
But you
is
think that's enough.
Yeah, it is. But now we're on Saturday's
Saturday.
excitement. Okay,
This
got it.
Saturday.
is 4th of July weekend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So this guy really ticked me off, you know. So what happened was I wasn't mean to the waiter. I didn't make a scene. But when he came to the table, I just said, "Check, please." I was very dry. "Check, please." So he brings me the receipt, you know, the ticket to sign, and I said, "Oh, here's another thing." When I first got there and sat down, the maitre d' said, "Oh, just so you know, I'm not necessarily against what I'm about to tell you. It just pissed me off. It was ticking me off a little bit. The waiter was the third thing that happened in this, okay? So the maitre d' sits me down. He says, "By the way, we have a limit that you can only sit at this table for 90 minutes. I'm not saying that I'm going to stay there longer. I just didn't like him telling me that. It's a
Why?
90. What?
Why 90 minutes?
I just don't like being told how long I can stay there.
No. You're not doing nothing wrong. Why is there a 90-minute limit?
Fuck if I know. They must have people. I thought
They want flow.
because I said the same thing. Obviously they have people that come in there and just sit there for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, but that's part of the game. At Applebee's, there'll be a lot of tables. Half of the restaurant would get there when I got there at 4:30, and when we were closing at 12, they were still there.
Yeah, I understand. Part of me understood from a business standpoint because my ex-father-in-law used to own a restaurant. He wanted to get people in and get cash flow.
Yeah.
I got it. But I'm thinking, how big of a percentage of people actually do that?
Mm-hmm.
None.
That you have to give me a 90-minute, you give me like this is how it goes here, 90 minutes. And then I said, okay, I'm a little ticked off about that. Then it rubbed me wrong. Okay. To myself, I'm thinking. And then he said, oh, and we have an automatic 20% gratuity that's already added on to the ticket.
That's weird.
That started rubbing me wrong even more because I'm thinking, what if I get, which ended up being, I get a dumb shit waiter. I still have to pay gratuity. I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy.
I could have sworn I heard that's illegal. The only way they could do it is parties of so many or more.
Right. I heard
10
that.
or more,
Yes.
because then
that's a big stiffing.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally get that. Totally get that. I'm the only one at the table. I'm the only one. And it turns out dipshit server who knew nothing, couldn't make anything happen for me. Turns out that I was very unhappy, right? So that's kind of how it gets to, he brings the ticket to me. So what I do is I said, fuck this dude. And I always leave a tip, man. I respect servers. But when they are like that, I just thought he really didn't deserve that. Yeah. So I brought a ticket. I just signed my name where it said tip, left it open. And I leave. I just, I was pretty dry about it. I said, ticket, please. I signed it and left. I just got the fuck out of there. So I go back to my hotel.
Oh, no, there's more?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there is more.
Yeah.
So I go back to my hotel. 2 hours later, I get a 310 on my phone. I can see it's a 310 number. It's calling me. And Charlie, most of the time I don't answer my phone unless I know the number. Something told me to answer the phone. I answer the phone. The manager from this place, it's called, I'm not going to reveal the name, no need. But the manager calls and he says, "This Leo Costin?" I said, "Who's calling?" He said, "This is so-and-so from the restaurant." He said, Did you on purpose leave $1,000 tip? Said,
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't believe this weekend.
That's why I told you I didn't believe the story. No, this isn't even it.
$1,000 tip, Charlie. $1,000 tip. I said, no, I didn't leave a $1,000 tip. In fact, I didn't leave a tip at all.
This guy said, fuck it, I'm quitting.
Something, and part of me was like, I'm so thankful that the guy did that. I mean, he didn't have to do that, but he did that, and he was very nice and very professional. He goes, I just wanted to make sure, that something crazy wasn't going on. And I thought, son of a bitch, that fucking dipshit waiter, that prick bastard, he filled that shit in. I mean, who else, Charlie?
No, it was him for sure.
So I was like,
wait. So now we know how you were dressed when you delivered a baby.
Yeah.
When you went to the restaurant, how were you dressed?
Same way.
God damn, I know you so well.
Same way. I took a couple of changes. Same way. Different shirt, same pants, Jesus shoes on. Yeah.
Freaking A.
So, that really, I thought that kept bugging me all night.
Oh, yeah.
That bugged the shit out of me all night. So that night I go to sleep, and about, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I thought I was dreaming. A bomb went off. It woke me up. It shook the fucking building. And I thought, then I went to the window to look outside, and everything seemed normal. People were just walking around. It's late, but it's 4th of July weekend. People were just partying all, the whole time. Nothing going on. I was listening for police sirens. This thing shook the building. I thought, well, maybe nothing happened. Maybe it was a dream that I had that seemed real. Because haven't you ever had like dreams that seem so real?
Yeah.
But that's a dream?
Yeah, usually when you have dreams of bombs, it means that you're repressing feelings that are about to come to surface.
Huh. Maybe
I've had that dream a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, because I've done this in my dreams. I've awakened. I thought, oh my God, it seems so real, but thankful it was a dream. That was kind of the same thing. And I couldn't figure out, well, if it was a bomb, I'm sure sirens would have gone off, something. Because it wasn't just a firecracker. It was more than that. It shook the whole building. At least I thought, Next morning, I get up and I go to the front desk. I know those people very well there. I've been staying there for years. I'm kind of like family there. And I said, hey, so-and-so, what's going on? And we were talking. I said, hey, how's you guys busy this weekend? Yeah. I go, did you keep things quiet last night and in order? He says, no. By the way, he said, did you hear that bomb go off? I said, I thought that was a fucking bomb. But actually, it wasn't. It was actually a fireworks of some kind of a bomb did go off. It was more than a firework, he thought. Okay, that was the second thing that happened to me.
That's the third.
Or third thing. So I had this bomb go off that seemed like it was right by my door.
You're biting umbilical cords.
I delivered a fucking baby. Okay, I got $1,000 tip. So what I did is the next day, that morning, I went to somewhere down in Santa Monica. This kept bugging me. So I'm gonna go back to that fucking restaurant, and I'm gonna go. It would be breakfast time at this point. So I ride my bike over there. The same maitre d' was there, and I said, he goes, "Hey, welcome back." He was all cheery. I said, "Okay, well, I'm here, but I got to tell you right now, I want to have breakfast here, but before I do, I want you to know that I was very dissatisfied with your service yesterday." And then he was very surprised. And he seemed like a legit kid. And he said, what happened? I said, I got this $1,000. Somebody did $1,000 tip. Well, it turns out then I go sit down for breakfast. The gal that comes in to my table now, and this is what started impressing me pretty well. She said, God, I heard about what happened to you yesterday when you came here with a $1,000 tip. Like it got around. And I said, how did that happen? How could that possibly happen? I mean, I hate to implicate anybody, but I'm thinking it's the waiter. And her nice little answer was, it was some delinquent that was misbehaving. And she was referring to that guy. She just didn't want to say. Of course. Yeah. But that was my unbelievable first having something for the first time happen to me over the weekend. 3 different things like that. Okay.
That was one hell of a weekend.
I thought it was too.
I cannot believe you held that in this whole time. You told me as soon as I walked in, soon as I walked in Monday, the download was of your weekend. And so you waited 4 days to say that.
Yes. Okay, I'm done.
That's nuts.
We should just call this one right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more thing then.
I mean, my God.
One more thing.
I'm overwhelmed.
I have one more thing. I'm wondering if this has happened to you. Okay,
to either of us.
Yeah, because this happened at the restaurant for lunch when the guy put $1,000 tip. Have you ever sat? The table I was sitting in, there was a family behind me with 2 kids. That fucking kid of theirs gave out a shriek that it almost blew my eardrums out. And the thing that drove me crazy about that is they would not reprimand that kid. It was kind of like they just let that shit happen.
Oh yeah, some parents I've noticed some parents will do that, but I feel like they kind of just do that in public because they don't want you to really see how they would really handle that.
God, I could
your face.
Like that kid, I mean, I've never heard that kind of a shriek. It went right through me.
Right through
it did. You ever heard a shriek like that?
No.
Those parents are they were considered. I put them in the assholes of the week category because that was just bullshit. I looked around and said, "What the fuck?"
Did they keep going, or was it like a one-time shriek?
No,
then you know, he stopped.
It was one of these parents. I thought to myself, "Why are they letting this fucking kid keep going on like that? Especially when he's shrieking."
Yeah, like they grab him and pull him aside.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you fucking colors.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
What have you guys done when your kids have acted up like that?
We're in a different time, Leo. Cara nailed it. Like, basically, if you grab your kid and you're like, hurry, everyone's gonna look and be like, oof, bad parents. But then if you don't do nothing, everyone's gonna look and be like, oof,
bad parents.
So that's why a lot of parents nowadays will be like, here's a tablet while we're waiting for our food. But then they're peaceful. They're just entertaining themselves, and then people will look and be like, oof, bad parents. No matter what you do, you're judged now as a parent.
Yeah, true. But yeah, with Liam, I honestly, if it ever got to that point, it was normally like a whispering in his ear of telling him like how it was gonna go if he didn't stop. He's gonna get something taken with something, you know, like that. Or if it was really bad, which he's just never really been that way, it would have just been like okay, come on, we're going to the bathroom. So we can have like a talk, but it's not around people. I mean, there's still people in the bathroom. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to abuse my kid, but it's more of taking him out.
My dad would grab my fucking arm where it almost broke, and I'm like hanging in the air, and he'd be like, we're going to the fucking bathroom. So we're both making a scene, you know, because he's loud as fuck. And I'm like, no, like all the way.
That was me too with my dad.
Parents are thinking, oh my God, that kid's going to get his ass beat. Real bad.
Yeah.
Should we call somebody?
Yeah. My dad was a great parent. Never will you ever hear me say that he was a bad parent. Great parent. And everything he did to me, I don't hate him for any of it. But I remember one time, down to that story, I was doing something in the neighbor, like across the street from us, their backyard. And he spanked me the minute he grabbed me in that backyard and spanked me all the way to my bedroom. And then I sat on the bed, and then he went and got the belt, and then I got spanked again. And that was traumatic as fuck. I remember that. And then to this day, my mom was like, I always thought that was a little bit too much.
I thought maybe that was a little too much. Questionable, not sure.
I did like freaking bust the crap out of my chin, and I was bleeding, and I fucked my jaw up for the rest of my life. So what I did, it was, you know, he was trying to protect me, and I fucked up. But yeah, that's what you could do back then. You think any of the neighbors were like bad parenting? No, they're like, ooh, that kid should have listened.
But I tell you what, when you do something like that, then it's like when my dad, you know, when parents just like act like they're going to get their belt out, kids just like, okay.
Yeah.
I put my hand like on my kid's arm, and they're like, they already know.
Yeah.
And that's my way of my dad grabbing my arm.
Right.
You know, I put my arm on it, and they're already like, what?
Yeah, you just made it your own in the way that you. Yeah, my kids, I think I've told you before, I used to grab around their wrist bones. And I that's just I just like go, you know, back and forth. And they just start. Okay, then. But only one or two of those, and they were like, it was like the minute I said, "Give me your wrist," they were good kids.
So I'm gonna say this: from all the stories that you just told us, ending with the kid.
Yeah.
And that irritating you, and you being like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You had a not very relaxing weekend.
You know, that's a fair statement.
At all. You went there.
I went there.
To relax. And it was by far not probably most stressful.
And the thing about it is there were no fireworks at all. I didn't see any fireworks. And the first story I told you was a bunch of bullshit.
Oh my God. See, I fucking knew it. I fucking
knew it. No. Fuck you.
Charlie. I said, I looked at his eyes and I said, this is the first time I've seen truthful eyes.
I told you I never tell truth.
Oh God. Okay.
Now, hold on, Karen. To be truthful, Charlie.
I fucking knew it.
She fucking knew it, but she also believed me. She didn't know for
I believed you when you didn't say you were joking at the end, and then we just moved on to the next topic.
I converted her into believing me, Charlie.
No, that was good.
I just wanted to see if I could with you.
That was so good. I'm impressed.
I thought about this. I mean, the other two things really did happen. the $1,000. That really, I swear to God.
You must have thought about this for a good minute.
No, actually, I thought about it just today. I did. And I'll tell you why. I knew there's a guy that I knew, and I flashed on him today. His name was Jess. I can't believe this shit that goes on with me and my memory, right? This guy was an old timer, but he told stories, and he told stories that they were hardly ever true. You never knew. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to tell the story today and see if I can, because I know it's going to be unbelievable. I think, and if I'm telling you the truth, and I am, I thought Charlie's going to fall for it before Cara. I thought that for sure. That I said, but Cara's going to be the one, because she was like, fuck you.
No, you were fast every time, because we were asking questions like, how long did this take? What about this and this? And everything was so fast. Right. It didn't seem like you were thinking. That's like, exactly this right. is what happened.
That's right. That's how fucking good I am.
That was good.
And I thought about that when I was going to the restroom, if you really want to know. I thought of Jess, and I thought, that guy used to tell me, he would be telling you a bald-faced lie, and he sounded so truthful that you bought into the story. I know it's a lie, but I'm really interested in it. He was that good. Jess Martin was his name. So I thought, I'm going to see if I can pull this shit off. And I knew I was going to have trouble with you, but I made you. You were quite sure.
No.
You were 100% sure. Okay. That's all I got.
Well, fuck, man. Okay, on that note,
hopefully
I'm so blown. My brain is done.
Hopefully I brought some joy and entertainment to your lives today. Charlie?
For sure.
Charlie, would you like to, Cara's blown. What about you, Charlie? Is there anything that you'd like to talk to me about?
No, my mind's blown. I'll save it for the next one.
Okay. Well, I guess, are we out?
Yeah, we out.
Okay. Hey, I think what we should do every once in a while is we should tell a little story and see if it's really a true story or not.
Like the show I was telling you about.
Yeah. And just see if it's really, are you telling me the truth or not?
I fucking knew it.
But
I kept looking at you. I was like, no. And then I kept laughing about it afterwards.
I know, Cara, but you didn't.
I know.
All I have to do.
You got me to a point where I really considered it.
All I have to do is create a little bit of doubt.
But I wasn't going to believe it until I really saw it.
All I had to do was create doubt and keep looking at you. I didn't make my eyes waver. I looked right at you.
But you know one thing that did kind of tell me something?
What?
Was when I was like, what did Tina say?
Yeah, I kind of almost fucked up there.
You did. Because you were like.
I had to think quick.
And I was like, no, Tina would have fucking flipped out. And you're like, she didn't believe me either. But when you said that, she didn't believe me either. I was like, oh, that was good because she wouldn't believe you.
You almost got me.
I believed that because she was like, she didn't believe me either. Just like that. Like, you guys aren't believing me. She didn't either. And I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we out.
We out. Toodles.